husband crossed the one boundary I gave him, right in front of everyone at our wedding, and now he is shocked I actually left him. About a year before the wedding, I found out he'd been secretly talking to his ex late at night for months. I only found out because one night his phone kept buzzing while he was in the shower. I saw her name pop up 6 times in a row. I didn't go through the texts, I didn't need to. Nobody blows up another woman's boyfriend's phone like that unless she still has feelings for him. When he got out, I handed him the phone and watched his expression change instantly. Just caught. We stayed up talking almost until sunrise. He swore nothing physical had happened. He said she'd been struggling after their breakup. Her mother was seriously sick and he felt guilty cutting her off completely. Then he looked me straight in the eyes and said, "Everything I'm telling you is true." I told him I believed him, but there was one thing I absolutely would not tolerate. I said, "If she shows up at our wedding in any form, we're done. I don't care if she is invited by someone else. I don't care if she just stops by. I'll leave and I won't listen to explanations." He nodded immediately. "She won't be there. I promise." I believed him. After that, things actually got better. We went to couples therapy. His phone stopped lighting up late at night. He cut contact with her, or at least that is what I thought. By the time we set the wedding date, I genuinely believed we'd worked through it. And during the wedding planning, I handled almost everything myself. The venue, the flowers, the seating chart, every guest. I knew exactly who was supposed to be there. We both cried during our vows. Then during our first dance, I remember thinking I was the happiest woman there. But right before dinner, my maid of honor leaned down beside me and whispered, "Whatever you do, don't make a scene." I immediately followed her eyes toward the back bar, and there she was. His ex-long white satin dress, curled hair, champagne glass in her hand, laughing with his college friends like she belonged there. What hurt even more was that nobody else looked surprised, like they already knew she was coming. I sat there frozen for almost a full minute. Then I stood up, walked over to my husband, and lightly touched his arm. He turned toward me smiling. I asked quietly, "Why is she here?" His smile shifted slightly. He glanced toward her and said, "She is literally just here for one drink." Then he added, "It is not a big deal. She won't stay long." One drink at our wedding, wearing white. I reminded him exactly what I told him a year earlier, and he laughed. That calm little laugh people do when they already think they know exactly what you will and won't do. Then he said, "You're not seriously going to ruin our wedding over this, are you? You're being too sensitive." I carefully set down my champagne glass because my hands had started shaking. Then I said, "No, you ruined it." And I walked away. No screaming, no dramatic speech. I walked straight into the bridal suite. My sister was inside. What happened? I told her to bring the car to the side entrance. She didn't ask questions. She just grabbed my bag. I looked down at the wedding ring I'd been wearing for only a few hours. Then I took it off and walked out through the side entrance. A few minutes later, my husband came running into the parking lot shouting my name. He looked more embarrassed than sorry. He kept telling me not to do this here. I didn't answer. I just got into the car. On the drive home, my phone would not stop vibrating. Him, his friends, his mother. I ignored every call. Later that night, the messages got angrier. First angry, then defensive. Then just after midnight, he sent, "I honestly didn't think you'd actually leave. I thought you were bluffing." I stared at that message for a long time. Then I laughed. After 3 years together, he thought he knew me completely. But I never make threats I don't mean. Not once.